So today is a good day for us in what is at least first new bus in over 8 years. And I know we're taking pictures of this brand new bus, but before you leave, you need to go take pictures of what our employees have been driving our inmates around for the last several years. Because in order to appreciate this, you've got to really go look at that. So the department's Court Services Transportation Bureau transports approximately 1,500 people in custody to and from more than 90 locations every day to ensure that they arrive at court appearances on time. And not only that, there are many other transports that take place to other places around the county, which include medical services, for example. As a specific example, in 2023, the Court Services Transportation Bureau conducted over 700,000 transports and traversed approximately 2.2 million miles throughout the county and the state. Currently, approximately 70%, that's 70% of our fleet is non-operational on a daily basis. And it's due to maintenance challenges and parts availability. And as you drove in here, again, you saw the garages, you saw buses being worked on. So we have an amazing crew that has done actually a pretty darn good job of keeping as many of them on the road. So I want to thank them for the work that they've done. Our Court Services Transportation makes every effort to transport all individuals to court daily. However, over the last couple of years, when our bus availability is low, it has been very difficult. And as I've told a lot of our partners, I remember first stepping into office, and some of the first angry calls I got were from some of our judges that were complaining that they were getting consistently some of our inmates missing out of court, which backs up the entire system. So obviously working with our budget folks, and I'll explain a little bit more in detail on that, to solve the problem. It took a while because anytime you appropriate the money, look for the vendors, and then again, that's why we're celebrating today. You see the first of 20 buses, brand new buses that are going to be coming out. But the availability has reached a critical low. So again, this is great news because it does impact our entire court system and the inmates that we have in custody. So along the way, we used every measure available to fix the problem, but in the meantime, increasing the number of qualified subcontractors, using vans when appropriate, and sourcing parts out nationwide because getting parts for our older buses was extremely challenging. But on September the 12th of 2023, the Board of Supervisors approved the purchase of 20 new buses and 16 new vans. Because although you see a bus here, we're in the same need for vans. So I do want to take a moment to thank the Board of Supervisors because they were instrumental in making this purchase. I also want to thank the administrators at the Hall of Justice, whether it's a CEO's office or the finance folks, because we work hand in hand in making this purchase, which is approximately a $21 million investment. And that's a lot of money. It's taxpayer money. We understand that. We respect that. And along the way, the supervisors asked, and a lot of other administrators asked some really tough questions. They should. That's the job. But at the end of the day, when you have a good relationship, this is the outcome. You get the tools that we need to make sure that we're serving our community right. So today, as I said earlier, it's a first of 20 new buses. One bus will be delivered approximately every 2 weeks until this order is complete. Upon receiving the new bus, there is an estimated 2 to 3 week turnaround to equip each bus. And I'd like all of you, before you leave, to go on the bus and you see all the specialized equipment. So it's easy to understand why it takes a while to outfit them. So since taking office, we have presented a detailed budget to address needs like these that involve equipment, fleet, and technology. So one of the things that we're doing moving forward, so we never have a gap like we did in the last several years, is we've developed a replacement plan, an equipment and technology replacement plan, which we believe will prevent critical gaps from occurring in the future that better serve our community. This replacement plan will have our department bus fleet within the recommended replacement of 3 years, and will allow our department to remain within the recommended replacement cycle for the foreseeable future. Most importantly, these new buses will ensure that every individual in our custody and care is able to be transported safely, promptly, and in accordance with their constitutional rights. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So those are my prepared statements. Any of you have any questions? Do any of you have any questions? Welcome. Good morning. So, okay. Thank you guys for coming. I know you guys will set up, and then we can go over, do interviews, Nicole, on the side. But I appreciate all of you, and thank you for your patience. We said these were coming. They're here now, and they'll start rolling in. Captain Sum, amazing work in acquiring them, getting them outfitted. So thank you for your work and all your staff. And to the board, I can't say thank you for your partnership. Can't do this without you, and you guys came through, so thank you. Appreciate it. All right.